Всем привет, ребята! Добро пожаловать на первом подкасте от баскетбольного клуба Comrat Horses. Welcome everybody. This is the new podcast with Comrat Horses. Мы называемся Hippodrome. Место, где мы будем обсуждать какие-то баскетбольные истории, все, что связано с баскетболом, с нашей конкретной командой. И сегодня в гостях у меня почти вся баскетбольная команда Comrat Horses, но по факту за столом сейчас пока присутствуют 3 человека. Это Женя Зимовский, главный тренер. Давай похлопаем. We got Mr. Joseph White II, point guard.
Yeah. How you doing?
И, конечно же, у нас Владимир Чеботарь.
Новая звезда.
Новая звезда. Будущая звезда. Мы только закончили первую игру. Ну, как первую игру. Для нас первая игра. Ну, на самом деле, вторая игра. Против Политеха. Мы проиграли в овертайме со счетом, Женя.
109-111.
Давай. So, as gonna try to do this podcast in 2 languages. Russian and English. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna talk about our second game, which we lost to UTM in OT. Жень, давай начнем с тебя, наверное, пару слов. Что ты вообще думаешь о игре как тренер?
Во-первых, да, как ты сказал, вторая игра уже. Суть в том, что у нас вторая игра, я выступаю в роли тренера, но как бы это уже моя команда, да, собственная, которая, как и ты, мы ее оба зародили в этом году, 2022. Это наша самая первая участие, это как Комрат, сам Комрат, то есть это Гагаузия, не участвовал уже около 25-26 лет. Я думаю, это большой прорыв. И я думаю, сейчас то, что мы начинаем, это должно было начаться намного раньше. И я рад, что мы начали это уже даже спустя 25-26 лет, и у нас все получается. Потихоньку получается. What I'm saying, that this is our second game, so finally we start playing by Comrat. So for the last 25-26 years, there wasn't any team from Comrat, and I'm happy that you are with us as a US star. We invite you, and you came just to play for us. So this is really a big change, and this is really big pleasure for us.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
So, давайте ты можешь немножко о игре рассказать вообще. Как бы, мы только закончили, чтобы вы все понимали, мы только закончили игру. Прямо вот...
Буквально минут 20 назад, я так
понимаю. Да, Женя обматерил.
Да. Если честно, игра была на самом деле сложная морально. Я сам по себе человек эмоциональный, как бы, я все воспринимаю чересчур близко, то есть как игрок, но пока что не могу себя проявить, так как были и есть пока что проблемы с коленом. Я рад, что начинают открываться ребята, которые были закрыты, которые играли в прошлом году за другие команды, они в этом году начали раскрываться, то есть тот же Вова, который сейчас с нами, Вова Чеботарь. Наконец-то ушла паника, ушел страх. И это человек, который нас сегодня вывел в овертайм. Спустя 2,5 секунды до конца игры он забил решающие 2 очка. Я очень рад этому. И все рады, я думаю. Это был хороший пример того, что не нужно сдаваться.
If you could tell us, Joseph, a little bit about the game, how you feel about it, how, you know, because obviously, let me give you the box score over here. So,
That's right?
Yeah. I mean, it's more or less right. They haven't updated, but
Okay. I guess 111, 109. I guess it was a back and forth game the entire time. I know we were down early. I think throughout the second quarter, we played really good defense, which allowed us to play really good offense. We were moving the ball really well in that second quarter, which propelled us throughout the rest of the game. I think we probably could have been a little bit better on, I guess boxing out, rebounding. But again, it's only our second time playing together, so like I said, it's a long season. Credit to the other team. They used the size to their advantage for the most part. So, credit to them. But overall, I think I like what we have. Everybody that's in here, I think, brings something positive to the team. So, I think that can, help us move forward.
All right, I get it. And last but not least, Вова, что ты вообще чувствуешь по игре, как тебе?
Новая команда, как тебе новый состав, как тебе вообще
По поводу,
организация с нашей стороны?
по поводу сегодняшней игры очень нервная была. У нас большие трудности с защитой, с пониманием в атаке. Нам нужно, я думаю, больше тренироваться именно с командой, побольше проводить тренировки, быть, в принципе, побольше вместе, общаться и начинать друг друга понимать, и все будет, я думаю, окей, и в сезоне мы будем одни из лидеров.
Хорошо,
Я
вот,
надеюсь на это.
ну, допустим, вот в защите. Вот, расскажи немножко о защите. Какой был план вообще на игре на защиту? Мы можем об этом тут говорить. Какой был план по игре на защиту? What was the question is what was the game plan for defense in this game?
I think just as opposed to last game, the different mentality we came in this week was knowing where to be. I think that was big for us, and we were much better than we were last week as far as like talking and knowing where to be. And we got some big rebounds, some big stops today. So I think that was the big emphasis for us this week.
Actually, I guess it's our only second game, so we need more practice, as Vladimir said. We need more practice with each other because, as I see, today I was playing about like totally 3 different teams, and it's called like Comrat horses, let's say, because we have a mixed guys. We have some guys from Chisinau, we have some guys from Gagauzia, like Chadar Lunga, we have some guys from Chichmikyoy. So the main point is we have to play together for being there where we must be. So also, finally we start play zone. We learn, not like learn, we understand how to play with each other about like zone defense. Actually, only one mistake, that's our guys in like first half, they make a little bit more mistakes about fouls, so everybody had like 3-4 fouls per each player, per each good player, so it was very risky to play until the end of the game, but here we go, so I'm happy that we play today.
Yeah.
And it's not a big difference, and it's good practice for us. We have to work on it.
Вот, к примеру, по подборам, I'm talking about rebounds right now. По подборам у нас намного лучше в этой игре, чем у нас было, к примеру, у нас статистика появилась по подборам. Вот у Вовы, вот я смотрю, у Вовы было больше всех подборов, 8 подборов. What I'm saying is that last game we haven't rebounded at all.
Right.
And like this game, we out rebounded the guys 39 to 30, 39 на 30. Мы как бы взяли больше подборов. What can you say in general about the rebounding? Has rebounding changed a lot in the team? Has something about that changed? And why has it changed?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand, obviously, they're a smaller team.
Yeah.
Вопрос понял, да? Вопрос, почему у нас по сравнению с большей игрой больше подборов. Понятное дело, что бельская команда была немножко побольше, но я думаю, там намного больше был перевес. То есть это вопрос, на который он отвечает сейчас.
You want me to answer first?
You
Oh, okay. So as far as the rebound, I think tonight it was more of a team effort. I think when we went man, it allowed us, like I said, last game it was a lot bigger team. So tonight we were a little bit more evenly matched. So it gave us more opportunities to get better placement on the rebounds. Definitely could have probably done a better job boxing out as a unit. But I think for the most part, from last week to this week, game 1 to game 2, we did a really good job of attacking the boards. Like we went and got the rebound as opposed to waiting for it to come to us.
Okay. Well.
Насчет подборов?
Да, что ты вообще думаешь?
Я думаю, что сегодня команда была более заряжена на победу, я думаю, поэтому как больше боролись за подбор. Я думаю, так.
Хорошо. Мы когда разбирали игру, прошлую игру, я не знаю, Женя, мы с Джозефом разговаривали, мы немножко проанализировали, то есть они в прошлую игру они играли с ребятами с
Нотр-Ленд.
Да, Нотр-Лендом. Там счет был довольно-таки такой двузначный, назовем, 50, по-моему, 55 на 64. Почему они нам 100 очков заколотили? Как бы, понятное дело, одно дело 60, ожидаешь, может они 80 заколят. Вот, the question is, so I was telling you about how we were looking at film,
Yeah.
reviewing the previous game with UTM against Norland.
Yeah.
Norland, and they actually had only 65 points. And why? I mean, we expected to like receive at least like 80 points,
Okay.
receive at least 85 points. So why do you think that happened, Jane?
Russian, English?
Why English?
Okay. Actually, I guess because we don't have a big guys like centers, and this we're gonna fix by next game, and it will be surprise for next team with who we're gonna play. We will have two big guys who is finally will play for Comrat horses, and it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter where we are playing is the main point who is going to play, so we will see next time. It will be kind of surprise. Let's say old but gold. The players, they're old but gold.
Okay.
And actually what I really see is our guys doesn't know, like sometimes, because usually they play number 3, number 2, number 4, but never play by number 5 or number 4 as well.
Yeah.
And sometimes people confusing, like our players confusing how to play number 4, how to play number 5, how to move. So that's what we're gonna fix by next game, and we will see. And I'm pretty sure that we're gonna win next game. This I promise. I promise.
Okay.
I promise, Joseph. I promise.
All right, what's up? Yeah, you give me the answer.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess I have to agree. More than anything, big guys would definitely help. But again, like I said before, I mean, everybody in here, tonight did what they could do. So, obviously the score was unfortunate, but, we fought. We didn't give up. So that's what I'm pleased about moving forward. I think in practice this week, we'll probably emphasize rebounding more. Like he said, being in the right position on defense too. So that'll help.
Okay, well,
Да.
вопрос был такой, помнишь вопрос? Типа, вопрос был такой, что как бы в прошлом матче УТМ забил 65 против Нортленда, а мы пропустили 101 очко, если считать в полном матче. Почему ты думаешь, так произошло? Именно в плане, что над чем мы можем поработать, что мы можем улучшить, в твоем понимании?
Я думаю, что, в принципе, мы еще до конца не понимаем друг друга с командой и в защите, и в нападении, и опять-таки все зависит от времени проведения вместе. А сегодня по поводу именно счета, конечно же, во-первых, штрафные, они очень много раз становились на линию, очень много за сегодня, и они реализовывали это. И сегодня было очень много таких бросков прямо, которые,
Мы называем шары.
Да.
Котлет.
Сегодня у них конкретно с этим было...
Пошли броски, ты имеешь в
да,
виду.
Стоп, давай смотреть. Я люблю всегда номера. Короче, как ты думаешь, сколько трех они кинули? How many 3-pointers did they hit?
What do you mean? Guess, how many 3 points did you shoot today?
How do I mean? I think I made 4.
It's not you.
The opposing team. We're talking about defense end.
Oh, I'm not too sure. I know they probably made a lot though. I'm pretty sure they.
Like, give me a number.
I'm gonna say 11.
Okay.
You?
Я думаю, где-то 10.
I guess it's about like 13, 15.
Ребята, 6 из 23.
Yo, they made only 6 out of 23.
What?
They made 6 out of 23.
Wow.
Okay, let's do 2-pointers. Guess how many 2-pointers they throw in? What's the percentage?
You want percentage or you want?
Yeah, percentage. Percentage.
I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna say it's like I'm gonna say 47%. I'm gonna just go lower than 50.
Like 2 points. You
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
shoot?
yeah.
Alright. I guess like about 64.
Ooh, that's high.
Где-то, я не знаю, 40%, наверное.
64. 64. That guy was right.
My
You see?
goodness. They shot
They
it
did
well?
2 shots.
Wow.
Okay, and then free throws. Штрафные.
О. Я думаю, около 60 точно процентов есть.
Не, сколько бросили?
Бросили.
How many throws?
Штрафных, я думаю, 20.
I'm gonna go. They were probably 65%.
Okay, how many?
How many did they make?
Yeah,
Just shoot. How many did they shoot from 2?
Wow. I'm gonna say Over 30. I'm gonna say over 30.
Okay.
I guess it's over 42, 45.
It's 31.
31. Yeah.
Wow.
I
You see?
knew it was around 30.
Yeah. And guess how many did we
Ты-
have?
Wait a second. Ты понял, сколько они кинули штрафных?
31.
40.
А,
41.
41.
31.
Ты сказал 30? А,
31.
всё,
31.
30.
Правильно все понял. 31.
31. But we had actually a lot of free throws as well.
Yeah.
We were 21 out of 30. 21 из 30.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay.
It's not like too much, but anyway, we still have work on it.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more. Obviously, Joseph, you're the guy that has been playing in different leagues.
Oh yeah.
What's different about defenses here? What's the different way teams approach the game? I know you've not only been training in the U.S. You've been training in other places. So tell me what's.
I think the thing that stood out to me most out here is that guys don't particularly out here guard above the 3-point line, so it gives us more open shots. I watch a lot of NBA with players that shoot pretty deep, and I practice pretty deep shots. So out here, it's like especially on our team, I want us to be confident in taking those threes because I don't think that they can really guard it because their hands aren't up. So and that's like as a whole for us included. So I think just taking those shots when they're open, shoot them.
Okay. What do you think about that?
Me,
Yeah.
I guess it's also a little bit different rules for you.
I
I guess about the fouls, how many fouls it should be, about the travels, about fouls in offense. I guess it's totally different for you, but it's fine.
Yeah. I mean,
Here you
I
can,
would say it's a little bit less physical here.
Okay.
totally less
yeah,
physical.
Yeah, I would
let's
definitely
say.
say it's a little bit less physical. So I mean, it's not that hard to adapt to, only because I'm that type of player where I don't complain about little stuff. It's like, all right, I try it one time and see that it didn't work my way, so okay, let's try something else. As opposed to some players may complain. I'm not really into that. So the rules, may be different, but basketball is the same universally. You put the ball in the basket.
Oh,
That's it.
That's for sure.
I would like to ask also Vladimir about like kind of stuffs. Подскажи, пожалуйста, как ты думаешь, как для тебя вообще Comrat Horse? Если ты видишь что-то лучше, что-то хуже по сравнению с теми командами, где ты играл раньше, либо участвовал за разные клубы?
Во-первых, чувствую свою нужность в этой команде. Чувствую, что должен вылаживаться действительно на каждом матче на все свои 100%, потому что от этого зависит исход матча. В других командах у меня этого не было. Разве что на U18, U16, а именно в национальном чемпионате такого не было. Поэтому я рад, что я нужен этой команде и готов до конца с ними играть.
Очень рад твой ответ на самом деле. На самом деле, что я вижу в данный момент, это что Джозеф помогает тебе раскрыться, то есть это мотивирует тебя.
Да.
Я вижу твое рвение, ты стремится, ты прыгаешь выше, ты начинаешь бросать дальше. То есть тебе нравится это называется спортивный интерес, спортивное противостояние. Я считаю, что это очень великолепная точка.
Я просто хотел дополнить. Знаешь, я первый раз приехал на тренировку в националке, мне Женя поднялся, я такой: Женя, говорю, я хочу попасть на тренировку. Тренируйтесь, Comrat. I'm telling Женя, like, the first time I saw you two guys in the training as a national team.
Yeah.
And я видел, я смотрю, these guys were making threes. You were shooting
us
threes.
too?
Yeah. You were doing the five drill, вы бросали по трешкам. So it's like you started like drilling the corner threes, бросали трешки с угла. And it's like Vova made some free pointers, and they're looking at you and it's like, you turn the ball.
Yeah, for sure.
Дал ему прочего, такой, давай. So, мой на самом деле, мой вопрос такой: как ты чувствуешь, что Джозеф вообще влияет на твое развитие как игрока, потому что то, что я видел до этого, и то, что я видел с приездом, и вообще, что ты думаешь, чему он тебя может научить, или что он может тебе дать такого, что тебе явно понадобится? The question was, while we see you guys as a duo, what can you teach to Vova? That's the question.
Okay.
Ну, во-первых, он приехал из другой вообще стороны мира, можно так сказать, именно в плане баскетбольного. Он, я думаю, много чего мне может дать и уже много чего мне говорит. И в то время, когда мы на площадке и вне площадки, и много советов мне дает. И я вижу, что это, как сказать, ему важно, чтобы я прислушивался к нему и показывал это на площадке.
Ну, можешь что-то, допустим, например, дать?
Элементарно командные действия вдвоем, пик-н-ролл, пик-н-поп, и он меня как бы учит чего-то новому, и потому что в других командах мне не говорили делать то, что говорит он делать. Он говорит, что я отличный шутер и должен как можно больше бросать, бороться за каждый мяч, подбор, и у меня появляется мотивация это делать.
Прикольно. So, the question is to you is like, while I see you guys as a dynamic duo, you know, it's like, what can you teach each other? So it's like, how do you feel in, you know, this kind of mentor role? What do you feel like, you know? Because obviously you two guys are like.
Oh, you talking about as far as me and him?
No, yeah.
I think
how do you
we.
impact each other?
Yeah, I was about to say, I think we just work well together. Like, the more you're around somebody, the more you learn them off the court. So the more I learn him off the court, helps me learn, like, you know, on the court. You know, I know like where he wants the ball. I know what his skill set is, from what I see like back home where he would fit. So I think us just being on the same page every time we come down I want him to be unconscious. Like, don't think about what can go bad. Like, I believe in him. You get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people don't hear that. So, I believe in everybody in here. But as far as me and him, like, I've worked out with him for, I guess, over a week now. And I see he can shoot the ball. So, you know, I equate that to people like Klay Thompson, Devin Booker, because he's really good at catch and shoot, right?
Okay.
So when he gets it, shoot it. I don't care. We'll figure the rest out later. Like, that's how, you know, like, we'll figure everything else out after that. And then just feeding off each other every time we play.
All right. So,
Yeah.
So where do you see it? How do you see this relationship like going on? I mean, what? Yeah, more to like just shoot it. Obviously, I think you need like we need to put in some muscle. Right? He's young and you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
How do you see it going?
I mean, to your surprise, man, I was a lot smaller than him at his age.
No.
So yeah, so I think he's right in the right area. I think the one thing for him would be to be pushed. I think that would really help him mentally, because mentally, in order to play for have a long career. Obviously, I haven't had one yet, but to have a long career, you have to be mentally stable. You have to be put in situations where you're doubted or whatever the case may be. So I want to help him more mentally figure out the game that way at his young age and learn how to, deal with adversity more than anything. So, yeah.
Do you feel like this OT game was some adversity?
For sure. A lot of adversity. But like you said, I mean, he had the game time tipping.
Oh,
So it's like, so he crashed the boards. So it's like, he had some big time shots too, big time free throws. Like at his age, man, I'm shocked. So I'm happy though. I'm glad to have him on my team, for sure.
What do you think, Coach? Что думаешь?
I would like to tell you, but anyway, it's not in this podcast.
So,
What I really see, as you say, you say really good things about, like, he have a really good physics for his age.
Yeah.
Only one biggest minus is his mentality.
Yeah.
Mentality, how to control the situation, how to control himself as well.
Yeah.
And
I want to talk. I'm sorry about that. I want to talk about one thing, like those free throws at the end of the game.
Okay.
That was ice cold, man. Tell me, да, про штрафные в конце. Когда он два штрафных. Помнишь, он промазал два штрафных, а потом Tell me about the feeling at the end, man. I'm just curious. We were like looking with Anya at the sidelines, and I'm like, oof.
Yeah.
it was too close.
Yeah. Well, I guess when I go to the free throw line, like, we work on it so much, or I work on it so much that it's kind of like second nature. I really try to not think about the score, And my mindset when I step up to the line in those situations is, if I fail, I'm able to, take the criticism and keep moving, get back in the gym and, do it again. And I don't try to shy away from the moment. I try to embrace it more than anything. So that kind of helped me make the free throws at the end.
Вау.
Да.
Когда он последний бросал 2 штрафных? Ну, когда он бросал штрафные.
Когда он-
Что ты чувствовал?
Когда он забил 2 или
Нет,
не забил?
Нет,
Сначала,
промазал,
да, когда он промазал
первый.
2 сначала.
Когда он промазал первый, это, конечно... Но когда потом он промазал второй, я знал, что он промажет, потому что это было тактически правильно. Потому что мы по-любому взяли подбор, и там он бросал еще раз. Ну, по идее, должны были сразу забить 2, но должен был забивать первый. Первый должен был забивать 100%.
Расскажи, как вообще было? Ну, ты перевел саму игру в овертайм. Вообще, расскажи немножко об этом, какие были ощущения.
Мне идеально лег мяч в руки, и я забил легкие 2 очка, я считаю. Очень легкие.
Ну, ты оказался там.
Да.
Каково вообще было играть в овертайм? Ну, мы уже перевели игру в овертайм. Что ты думал после этого? Первую мысль перевели.
Извини, пожалуйста, я бы даже спросил, было ли на тебя дополнительное давление, то, что мы вышли в овертайм?
Нет.
То есть ты выходил то же самое, как и, грубо говоря, изначально, правильно, в игре?
Да.
У тебя не было никаких все овертайм, все паника на борту.
Нет.
How you was feeling when we go to overtime? How was your feelings? Because did you stress or like some stuff like this? Like, oh, overtime, I don't know how to play, I don't know what to do, some stuff like that?
It's winning time. When you get to overtime, it's a winning time. And like I said, you can't win every game, but you go into overtime obviously expecting to win. And like I said, you go into it not shying away from the moment. You can't do that. You have to go in expecting to be better than the other team. Obviously, they hit a last-second shot, which is kind of, can go either way. We could have hit a last-second shot. They could have hit one, whatever the case may be. But like I said, it was a back-and-forth game. So going into overtime, it was just my thought process was win. Win. I don't care who scores. I don't care who passes. Win. That's it.
This is what we're going to do next game.
Yeah.
Next game.
Finally.
Yeah.
Third game.
So I'd like to talk about next game, but I'm too emotionally stressed out about this game.
Look, actually, I really would like to say also some words about next game, but this will be surprise for for the opposite team and for us as well. It will be surprise. As I told you, we're gonna play by 2 big guys, and this will be kind of more easy to use tactics, to use moving on the court as in offense and as in defense as well. So we'll see. We still have like 1 week to prepare ourselves, and I'm pretty sure that this week finally, instead of only kids practice, we'll have time for us as well, like as a national team. Yeah. This is what we have to do. So
what do you think about the other guys? Obviously, other guys on the team. How who do you feel the most chemistry with? I mean, in terms of like, who do you feel like the ball going in? Tell me a little bit more about it.
Well, I would say the guys that I see the most that are in Comrat when we work out. So obviously Vladimir, Ivan is there a lot. For some reason, I have a good chemistry with Alex too. I don't know why. It's just like
you can feel each other.
Yeah, like I guess because we play well off of each other. Like he's more so of an off-ball guy. I can play, both, but I think just feeding him, he likes to cut. He finishes really well around the basket, and when he's open, you could just count the 3, whatever he shoots. So I would say, those 3 guys the most, only because I would say, I'm around them the most.
Okay. Вот ты уже сыграл пару матчей, тренируешься, понятно. С кем ты чувствуешь, что у тебя самая лучшая взаимосвязь вообще? Кого ты чувствуешь?
В плане сыгранности в игре.
Сыгранности? Я не знаю, наверное, либо Александр Серд, потому что я много с ним уже тренировался и как бы...
Чувствуете друг друга правильно на площадке?
Да. А вообще так еще толком сыгранности я не чувствую.
Как ты думаешь, что для этого надо?
Как можно больше тренироваться вместе. общаться и начать понимать, и чем быстрее мы начнем понимать друг друга на площадке, чем...
Ты хочешь сказать пару слов? Чтобы вы понимали, у нас еще другие полкоманды.
Хотят, они просто молчат, пока не ждут своей очереди.
Ребят, про академию вообще. Давайте поговорим
Давайте.
про академию. У нас, получается, есть академия Under 12, да, U12,
Да.
U16. Вообще, чувствуете, что, находясь рядом с академией, вы становитесь лучше или...
Помогает ли вообще как-то академия?
Помогает ли вообще, да. Давай, начните.
Да, я чувствую, что, как сказать, что я нужен здесь, это во-первых. И я думаю, если бы я был не нужен, не заморачивались бы так над моими проблемами, над моими всякими там с тренерами, стычками с всей федерацией вообще. Поэтому мне приятно здесь тренироваться, и этот процесс только радует. Мне приятно находиться здесь сейчас даже.
Спасибо.
Это приятно слышать.
Это мотивирует выкладываться с этой командой на все максимумы и побеждать вместе с ней.
Just what we're saying is that do you, of course, in Comrat we have two academies, one the under 12 academy, and one is under 16. And how do you feel being like close to the kids? Do you feel like what's your state of mind over here?
I love being around them. I have a big family back home, but I love being around kids. I love helping them get better. I see Sergey in there helping Anatoly too, helping them get better every day, every single day. The under 16 guys, they're learning the basics, so that'll propel them forward in whatever league they want to play in. Just learning the basics and then having both of us around where they could come to us, they can, ask me anything, that's what I'm here for, whatever questions they have. But I love being around them. I love their energy. They want to get better. So, that's hard to teach, wanting to get better.
So actually, I wanted to ask you about like what was your journey like growing up, obviously. So what was when did you start playing basketball? If you could tell a little bit about that.
Well, I was 9 years old. I actually kind of begged my mom to play in the local league. I actually started off playing center, to be honest, because I had an early growth spurt. I got you. I had an early growth spurt, and then I learned how to play defense before anything. Every coach that I've had always emphasized playing defense. I actually, when I got to middle school, I was always known as a shooter, like catch and shoot. I was always, really good off the catch and shoot. Around 8th grade, I didn't play much, which was interesting. And then after 8th grade, I dedicated myself to being in the gym every day. The summer, 8th grade, going into 9th grade, ended up starting on JV my freshman year of high school with a bunch of guys that I played with back then. So,
all right,
yeah.
That's cool. And what was different about, like, of course you see what was happening in the under 12 academy and U16. What's different about the coaching back in the States with the U16? I mean, obviously there's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet you like wanted to grow up to be like the next Shaquille O'Neal, MJ.
Yeah. I think the difference is, I would say, to be honest, it's like the attention to detail, like the small things they emphasize, and I would say they're a lot more strict. As far as, you can kind of weed out talent, but they're a lot more strict on everybody getting better. Like, no one gets left behind. So, and they emphasize the movements, they have you watching film that early on, whatever player you want to be like. So, I would say the resources that are available to some of the kids is ridiculous. You see these high school ranked kids now. So it's just, the resources are just crazy.
Oh yeah. So like, when was the first time you started to watch film?
Wow. I'll say I started watching film pretty early. I'm actually like a basketball fanatic. Okay. Like, I look at the game and analytics. And my favorite player growing up was Stephen Curry. At one point, I mean, he's still all the time. Yeah. I was when he was at Davidson. I was a big fan. I used to watch him on YouTube, and that's kind of how I started watching film. And then my mom would actually start recording every one of my games. And whether I had a good game or bad game, she would always come back to me and say, hey, you could have done this. Or, what was your thought process? Why did you do this instead of doing this? And, my mom just helped me work through the process, and then I started watching on my own. So that's kind of how it worked.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I know, interesting.
Практически нет.
Стефан Карри, главное, понял.
Да, это я помню.
Шакил О'Нил тоже понял, брат.
А то, что он вообще центром был до этого?
Он в центре играл. Он изначально учился на центре. Ты можешь представить себе? Он центрового должен был играть.
Он низковат для центрового.
Saying you're a little bit short for the center.
Oh, yeah. Back then I wasn't, though. Back then I was probably maybe like 5, I would say like 5'3" and 9.
Кто любимый игрок, кстати, вот как ты был мал, начинал?
За все время, я думаю, это Пол Пирс и Рэй Аллен. Двое. Я двух назову.
То есть это то, вокруг кого ты стараешься строить свою игру, или как вообще?
Да, мне очень нравится их стиль игры, их, в принципе, как они играют и играли. Они уже давно не играют.
Саш, у меня к тебе вопрос на самом деле. А ты спросил у всех по поводу академии, по поводу открытия. Скажи пару слов вообще, как это зародилось, как ты вообще начал принимать в этом участие? Ну-ка, удиви, пожалуйста, публику.
Это было... А я обычно вопросы задаю. Можем вопросы задавать?
Нет.
I'm usually the one asking the questions.
Now I would like to ask him about academy, so what he think, how it became as academy.
Ну, академия вообще зародилась странно. The whole beginning of the academy was like weird. I'm a huge basketball fan at heart. I'm a big San Antonio Spurs fan.
Yeah.
But I'm an IT guy, not an IT guy, but I like to look at the numbers. That's больше аналитический аспект баскетбола. And every time I look at the statistics, I'm going into deep DS analytics.
Yeah.
And I had we were working at one place, and Zhang was working alongside me, and asking dude, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
He was like, I want to make some money, have a basketball team. And I was like, let's do it right away. And he was like, are you sure? I was like, we'll come up with something.
Yeah.
And I told you the story about that.
Yeah.
История была такая, что Женя я подошел к Жене и говорю, Женя, а чем ты вообще хочешь заниматься? Он говорит, я баскетбол нравится, я хочу открыть баскетбольную академию. So one thing led to the other.
Yep.
And now we're here, 1 year, I think 1 year passed.
Almost. Yeah.
Almost a year passed since we first had this conversation. And every day, even after the first match, I was like, "Geez, I can't believe this happened. I can't believe we made this far." And it's a surreal feeling, to be honest.
Я прям помню эти моменты. Ты как раз без настроения был, ты спрашиваешь, ради чего ты здесь вообще работаешь, что ты хочешь вообще от жизни?
Камера не работает?
Шикарно.
Okay, we're gonna have a технически передавай паузу. Okay, and we're back. We had a small pause break interruption. So we decided to talk about some history of Mr. Joseph White II. Yeah, you can talk. So Atali, you used to play for the Dominican Republic. How much better is Moldova?
I love Moldova actually. Dominican Republic was okay. I would say it's a lot closer to home than here, but I love Europe. I will say that. Now the play down in Dominican Republic is a lot more physical, which helped me, come here and be more aggressive, because down there, they don't call anything. They just let you play the entire time. So, that experience was good for me. That was my first time actually out of the country. I think I was maybe 22 at the time. So that experience helped me mentally more than anything. So, yeah.
So walk me through the first game.
When I was there?
Yeah, walk me through that.
Okay, so interesting story actually. So my plan lanes at midnight. I don't get picked up from the airport until 4 a.m.
Wow.
Right? So when I get picked up, I'm supposed to go to the hotel. We end up, not going to the hotel. I ended up staying with the coach that particular night. And as I'm walking in the house, 4:30, he says, by the way, we have a game at noon tomorrow.
Wow.
And I'm like, it's 4:30. He's like, yeah, be up at 9. Wakes me up at 9. We go meet, the rest of the team. And we get to the gym. Funny, I tell no lies. The gym was outside, and it was the middle of the summer. So, down there it had to be 90 degrees. and we played outside. Obviously, it was extremely hot, so helped me get in more shape because just playing in the heat, you become exhausted a lot faster, and then when you get exhausted, you have to use your brain a lot more, think through the process. The first game we probably lost by like 40.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was bad. But we were playing against a team that had been together for about 4 years, so they kind of knew each other. I had never nobody on my team knew each other, so the first game was bad. We actually lost all the games while we were down there. We lost every single game.
Don't you dare.
Oh, wait.
Um,
So, as I understand,
but-
we still have a change, right?
Yeah, well, I didn't. I actually, I came off the bench for that team, and my assignment on that team was more so just to guard the best player on the other team.
All right.
So I was more so a traditional kind of point guard at the time. And when I came back home, my goal was to be more aggressive. So that's kind of what I worked on. I was down there for, I would say, about a month. And just being down there working out with those guys, it gave me a different perspective on the game of basketball. Like I said, it's, university basketball. It's the same everywhere you go. But different cultures, play differently. Like I said, they were a lot more aggressive. They shoot a lot less there than they do here. Well, than you guys do here.
Yeah.
Like they shoot a lot less threes. Like they go to the basket every time. So it's like it's really physical. They bang you up, type of thing.
Well, why do you think is that, coach? Why do we throw more? Why do we chalk shots?
No, right now.
Chalk shots. Почему мы бросаем так много вообще?
Как думаешь, почему у нас столько много
Почему, да,
бросков?
вот он говорит, что он был в Доминикане, и как бы они бросают намного меньше трешек, намного меньше мидрейнджев. Почему такая... Почему ты думаешь, мы бросаем много?
Во-первых, потому что суета на площадке. И во-вторых, я думаю, потому что очень много снайперов, якобы снайперов в команде, действительно много кто, и каждый хочет кидать, хочет набирать очки.
Я бы даже сказал, скорее всего, нас учат изначально, когда нам 9-10 лет, да, нас изначально учат, если ты свободен, бросай. Из-за этого у тебя уже закладывается в голове, то есть если ты свободен, если метр расстояния, то бросок 100%. Из-за этого
Даже
мы
если
больше
трешка?
практикуем без разницы. Абсолютно. Не важно, что ты большой, либо ты маленький. Как у меня есть очень хороший друг с Украины. Он ростом 2,07. А он не играет центра, он играет третьего номера. То есть получается, что он сказал, что тренер его учил, он говорит, неважно какого ты роста, неважно какого ты веса, если ты умеешь бросать, если ты чувствуешь, что у тебя идет бросок, бросай. Никто за это тебя не будет ругать.
So what we're saying is why do we aim here for more shots and threes than like the rest? And it is like it has to do more a lot with the education. So
Okay.
I mean, in the academy that we are taught to like if you're open, shoot.
Yeah.
If you feel like you can shoot it, shoot it.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like no free pointers in the.
No, I wouldn't say that. They have some really good players. Like they have some but they're more they're athletes there. So like they can jump, they can dunk, they can throw it off the backboard, windmill it like that. That's kind of like their style of play in that specific area. Like Latin America, South America is more so that. Europe, I would say, is a lot more skilled. So, like you guys are obviously close to the Ukraine, where Ukraine has a nice basketball history, as well as Romania too, and Turkey. All three of those countries, in the top leagues, they have really good shooters, really good players that actually end up, either in the Euro League, Euro Cup, or even in NBA. So I would say in Europe, there's just a lot more skill.
Because obviously, with Nikola Jokic right now,
Yeah.
so the MVP, it's a different game. It's like you got a guy who is like 7 feet, who can shoot the free ball, who can do it in post. It's like crazy, especially like if you look at the like Latvia, Lithuania, and stuff like that.
Yeah. I watch a lot of I would say EuroLeague, and this year I watched a lot of the Eurobasket. Over the summer. Hopefully Moldova can get there at some point.
Hopefully.
But I watched a lot of it. I like the international guys because I heard that before I got here, obviously, that playing internationally, it's a lot more physical than what it is in the NBA. The NBA is more so like open space. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
So like obviously they're really skilled in the NBA. Don't get me wrong, but in Europe you have to be more of it's team oriented, and that's what I was raised up to be, was a team guy. So I can be a star player. I can fill a role. Whatever coach asks me to do, I can do it. So that's why I would say I enjoy Europe. I love Eurobasket. Shout out to those guys.
Well, I want you to tell more about the Dominican Republic, because obviously, like, for me, I've never been to that part of the world.
Really?
Like, I've never been to the Dominican, and like for me, I have no idea. It's like I know that Philippines is pretty big in basketball,
Okay.
but no idea about the Dominican. So you can tell more about it. It's like
Just you want me to say, I guess, my knowledge in general, because I have a close group of friends that all play professional basketball in different parts of the world. So like I've had some experiences through them as well. My roommate from college actually played in Dominican Republic 2 months before I went down there. So when I got down there, I called him like, hey, what is it like? And he was like, yeah, it's cool. But just be you at the end of the day. And then last year he went over to Asia and was in Kuwait. And he was like, man, like I love it in the Middle East, Asia in general, because the game just flows a lot better than it did in Dominican Republic. So, and it's crazy. I've been to Europe now. He's never been to Europe, like as far as like playing. So it's kind of funny. But yeah, that Dominican Republic experience was just like, it's kind of weird. Like the area itself is the area I was in was pretty poor, sadly, but it was cool though. Like it's something that not saying something that I'm used to per se, but I understood, like when I got there, I'm a quiet guy. I don't try to get in too much trouble. So, I didn't do much but go to the gym and go back to my room. Yeah. No, I try not to speak to the refs, but it was pretty cool. But I would like to say, like, since I've been here, I'm enjoying my experience here a lot more than what I did when I was in Dominican Republic, for sure.
When you first heard about Moldova, what was the thoughts in your head? Like, why?
Well, has anybody played there? Anybody I know, has anyone played there? If not, I want to set a precedent, and I want to be the first guy to go over there and create a pipeline where I have friends back home that may want to play pro, and hopefully with my play, you guys would trust me to say, hey, I got a guy, can he come over, whatever the case may be. But when I first heard Moldovan, I didn't know what it was. I'm gonna be honest, had no clue.
I think it was Maldives.
But no. But I actually,
it was close to.
I started doing my research on the country itself, and obviously I didn't know what to expect, but I came into it open-minded more than anything. So I think me being open-minded helped me when I got here, and embracing the culture. That was one of my biggest goals for coming here, was embracing the culture of, what your native language or your native food, stuff like that. Like I know he had me trying some sweet cheese. I think that's what it was.
I think he got you Andes first.
Yeah. Nah,
Tворожок.
Yeah.
Sweet cheese.
Yeah,
Let's call it sweet cheese.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, just try it. I'm like, nah, like I'm cool. But then I was like, nah, I can't, I don't want to decline it. So I just tried it. I think it was some other chocolates you gave me too.
Yeah, sure.
That thing was great. So now that I'm learning my way around, like I know how to, walk around and communicate. It's funny. It's a lot easier to communicate here than it is in Dominican Republic. And I know a little bit of Spanish, but as far as like their currency is concerned, like when you try to pay, it's a little bit different. Here, I can, pay easily. I don't know why. I like Moldova for some reason. Like,
For some reason.
Yeah, I like it.
So I guess it's we are done for today, because we would like to take a rest as a team, and we would like to have some new stories for next time. So let's not talk about everything at the moment. So it's good time.
All right, so
Я
just
думаю.
for everybody, it's 10. It's just 10:47.
Да.
47.
Я думаю, это хорошее времяпровождение, но игрокам нужен отдых.
Окей, давай последние 3 минуты я спрошу вот Вову. Вова,
Да.
какой вклад ты познакомил Джозефа с плацентами?
Нет, я еще не успел.
Did you eat placenta?
What's that?
What's that? You see?
What's that?
Может, надо было покупать в
Да.
No, we still have time to show you our really good food.
Okay.
I mean, to tell you, man.
Yeah.
Вова, давай этот список, давай сейчас договоримся. Что надо Джозефу показать? Ну, накормить.
На твой взгляд, что бы ему понравилось, как
Топ-3,
ты думаешь?
топ-3,
Да?
давай.
Топ-3 блюда.
Топ-3.
Да не только блюда, чего угодно,
Да, вообще, чтобы удивить его, то, что он еще не видел.
кроме алкоголя.
Да.
Мы спортивные. Да, в смысле, мы спортивная организация.
Ну, я не знаю, наверное, какую-то домашнюю еду.
Например, домашняя еда — это обобщенное слово.
Каурма.
О, губа не дура. Каурма — это уже чисто гагаузское
Ну,
блюдо.
это одна из моих любимых, поэтому я думаю, у них такое не готовят, я думаю.
Еще два.
Зама.
Еще два.
Нет, мы уже определились с плациндами, я как понял.
Еще два. Сложно.
Ребята, давайте топ-2.
Как вы думаете, на ваш взгляд?
Мамалыга.
Мамалыги.
Мамалыга.
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, we should.
Хараби.
I mean, I've only been here what, like a week and a half at this point.
Like 1.5 week already.
Yeah. So whatever it is, I don't know. I saw them. They're laughing. I don't know how I feel about the laughing. So that puts a little fear in me.
No, don't worry about it.
No, we're just asking what they can
me.
offer for you as a food. What is going to be next step
Okay.
about the offering? So you would like to try. So,
Yeah, for sure.
so no worry about. Don't be panic yet.
Слушай, я думал, это как первый, как пробный.
Да.
Было очень весело. Большое спасибо вообще всем вам и вам тоже, ребята. Надеюсь, мы увидимся 2, 3, 4, 5 и так далее.
Да.
Еще раз, вы можете нас найти на Инстаграме Comrat Courses, Facebook Comrat Courses, ну и, короче, где угодно Comrat Courses.
Все, всем спасибо.
Всем спасибо большое. That's all right.